hello. All right, guys. So, you officially welcome back to my channel. So today I want to quickly bring to you a brief analysis of a very uncommon pair in our cycle, which is BTC USD. So this is actually to benefit those who trade Bitcoin. It's actually a bit way of our analysis, though. We are solely into synthetics, but I saw something beautiful on the chat and I had to draw your attention to it. For by chance, if you are trading Bitcoin, so I want to bring this to your attention. A few weeks back I saw a trade I entered, but I cancelled my trade because I wasn't really so much, not necessarily convinced, but I wasn't interested. So I had to just cancel the trade along the line. You can see it on my chart that there was this trade that I took, this particular trade, so I cancelled it. Now let's go to the chart. If you are new to the channel, please do well and subscribe. If you are first time watching this channel, do well and subscribe. If you are my subscriber already, thank you for visiting again and again, and thank you for watching the videos. And I follow most of your comments, and I believe that I have been trying my best to give responses to most of you when you post comment in the comment section, and those on the Telegram pages and on the WhatsApp pages. I do my possible best to respond to you as possible as I can. All right, so today is going to be a brief analysis on BTC, and it's going to solely be ICT analysis. I'm going to use my mentor's style to analyze the market for you. Okay, so it's solely going to be under ICT style. I want to officially let you know that I am a proud son of ICT, although he's not met me. I don't know, I've never met him in person, but through his generosity and through his good works, today we can at least boast of the fact that we can clearly see things on the market. So I always want to show appreciation to him, Michael. He's the best. All right, so let's go back to the chart and then we see how the market is faring. So we could see that market was actually moving from a certain, was moving in a certain direction. Okay, so we moved from this low to this high to this low, and we created this market, went up higher, then we broke down and we formed a low here, and then we moved towards this direction. So with a raw chart like this, I always try to bring to your attention how you can just even quickly identify some areas of interest. So for instance, if we are going to consider this chart here, we can see this area as premium prices up here. When we divide the chart into this swing all the way down, for instance, all the way down to this side, we can see that any price above of this high is a premium price, and the discount prices are this area. Okay, all right, so we could see this fair value gap resting above here, and then when we come down, I always want you to try and focus your eye, or try and see things the way they are. Okay, so you can see a fair value gap resting in here, you can see another one resting in here, another one resting in here as well. So let's quickly demarcate them then. All right, let me not always use this so that it gets others confused. Okay, so beautifully, this is a fair value gap. Okay, then do we have another one? Yes, we do. We had another one in here. So we had another fair value gap resting in here. Okay, let me try and put it well. Okay, so beautifully, you could see this is fair value gap resting in here. Price went back to close in on, and in as much as this was an area of fair value gap, there was another fair value gap from this point to this point. The price traded back into and closed in before a rally. You could see the rally up here, and then I come back into the fair value gap. So this is a monthly time frame chart you are seeing. Now let's go down to our weekly time frame to see there is more. I mean, there is this fair value gap resting below this point. Okay, there's this fair value gap resting below this point. All right, good. So let's see this on the weekly time frame. So on the weekly time frame, beautifully, what do you see? You can see that on the weekly time frame, we can see that yes, we saw price rally from top, came down, filled this fair value gap and all. But on the weekly, let's look at the structure. We saw that market moved from this low to this high, came to this low, to this high, to this low. So we could see that we are in a bullish market, and then to this low. But in as much as we came into this low, now the question is, are we still in the bullish market? Let me zoom out for you to see. If we move from this low to this low to high, low, high, and to this point, are we still in a bullish market? I would say no, because why? This price, when we traded here, traded below this point, which made the market shift structure. So we had a structural shift from this low. Price had to trade back to closing fully on the fair value gap on the monthly that we drew. Okay, so it shifted course. All right, so price has shifted course. What's the next necessary thing price was going to do? You knew that price is going to move up here, close in on the gap, and then we want to see back into the direction of trade. All right, so now let me show you one thing that I haven't always put on the chart. So if I pull a fib, okay, if I pull a fib using my fib from this high to this low, you could see that price would be able to necessarily trade into either OTE or the 62% level or the 70% level. Now let's go down to our daily time frame so that we have more coins. This is just a quick one, not anything wild. So you could see that this is the 62% level at this point, where it closes in on after the fair value gap. Okay, so we have an price trading to this high. Okay, price inside this high, and then what it does, another price trade back into it. So this particular price action becomes the order block. This bullish candle here becomes the order block. Price trades back into the order block, forms another order block. Price retraces back into this order block twice, and then they break down to take the low. So now we have a proportion block, which is from this point, another block, and then this one, it propels price down. So we are expecting price to close in on this area, and then we want to see a breakdown. So this is my expectation, that I want to see price do this, trace back into this area, either on this 62% level or on the OTE. If it does the worst, it should be able to sweep the highs resting above this into this order block, and then we'll see a breakdown. So now, what is the precaution for we sweeping lower or we coming down lower? It is when we have to see that market has broken structure. So on the smaller time frame, we should see that on the smaller time frame, if market should trade into this area, for instance, should market trade into this area, I'm expecting the market to go this way, back, either to sweep the high or even interim, and I want to see a structure break before we come back into this area to take liquidity and run down. It could also be the other way, that price can go up a higher, take this and then this before we see the breakdown lower. Okay, so this is a quick one that I had to draw your attention to on Bitcoin. So I'm seeing price doing this. Either price can reverse on the equilibrium point, it can reverse here. So we want to see what transpires. This is where I had already taken a trade or a sell entry. I saw this entry and I took a sell entry here, and I had to collapse the chart because I wasn't really convinced and I wasn't really interested, until price did what it did. Okay, so for BTC, I'm expecting lower prices in as much as price should trade into this area. If you have your trades set inside this area, any of along the FIP, where do you set your stop loss? Your stop loss should be above the high. So trade cautiously. If you are going to have a rejection around this side, know that you can put your stops above this high, or better still, if you want to have a protective stop, it should be above this high. Okay, so beautifully, that is all that I see on BTC. I don't even want to use the chart because the fib levels, because the chart is so clear and it's so clean. Okay, with the other blocks in place. So if you're a BTC lover, this is what I have for you. It's just a brief one. So I wish you all the best in your trading. If you are new to my channel and if you don't know how to trade, what I would encourage you is that I have an upcoming beginners class coming up this coming Saturday on 2nd of September, 6:30 p.m. Ghanaian time. So you can convert it to your local time, and then I'll post the link on my Telegram page as well as the WhatsApp group where I have everyone there. Then we'll post the link. It will be held over Teams, Google Teams. You can join in and then be a part of the class. All right. So this is just a brief one and a quick one that I have for you today. So I wish you all the best in your trading. Enjoy the rest of your day.